Conversations with Sandy and Friends, a weekly talking segment with invited guests, best-selling authors, international speakers, coaches, and business leaders. A collective conversation aimed to empower, encourage, inspire all that listen. So welcome to our show, Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. I am your host, Dr. Sandy Sanders, and we are super excited that you are here with me on tonight. Yes, this is week 3. Oh my goodness, we have had some amazing authors. Tonight, we are super excited. This is week 3 that we are in, and I'm telling you, it has been phenomenal. Yes, it has. I'm going to show you my screen and just share my screen of some of the authors that are going to tune in with us on tonight and come in and share their incredible books. Listen, I'm going to share my screen here as the authors are preparing to come on in. I want to welcome you. Again, I am Dr. Sandy Sanders. I'm the host and creator of Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy, where we are powered. We're powered by CTR Media Network, and we have just joined the Herpreneur Media Network as well. So you're going to be able to find us on another network. I'm super excited about that. And so listen, stay tuned for all of the amazing announcements that will be coming through. Well, tonight, I do want to let you know is that our tonight's guest, we've got some amazing authors that will be coming through on tonight. And these authors, I'm telling you, they have some amazing books. All right. So listen, before we even get into hearing from these authors, I'm going to do my intro one more time. Want you guys to share it out. We've got with us tonight, Coach Takema Rogers. Yes. Listen, we've got Dr. LaShonda Wofford with us, who is one of our sponsors. And we also have Coach Antoinette McCurran. We all know her as Coach Ann. All right, I'm trying to navigate. It's been a lot going on, but I'm here for it. We're going to have a great time tonight. So listen, and of course, we've got the authors there are going to really showcase their books. And also we have Dr. Enola Pillard out of Louisiana, who's got some great books and great information that she's going to be talking about tonight. And we're announcing, she's one of our advertisers, not just a sponsor, but she is going to be advertising her products and services with her. She's got a lot going on, and we'll be sharing more about that. And of course, you all know that we have the opportunity to participate in the Impact One More Multiply Your Dream. And I'll be sharing more what that's about. It is the bed distribution for children that are in need of beds. And so what does that really look like? And so we're going to be talking about our participation in that. It is called Multiply the Dream. That is the project this year, and I am super excited to be participating. I really feel led, and so we're going to be putting some children in beds. Okay, we're going to be providing a full, complete bed set that includes the bed, the mattress, the pillows, the sheets, the comforter, the whole, as they say, shebang. Okay. So listen, stay tuned. Tonight is going to be phenomenal. These ladies, I'm telling you, the books are incredible. And so we are going to be hearing from our authors. So listen, stay tuned. I believe some of them are in the green room, and listen, I'm super excited to bring them on. So stay tuned for our infomercial, and we will be right back. Okay. All right. And let's see here. Yes. And I will be right back with you. All right. Stay tuned. Welcome to Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends, a weekly talking segment with invited guests, best-selling authors, international speakers, coaches, and business leaders. A collective conversation aimed to empower, encourage, inspire all that listen. So welcome to our show, Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends. As Dr. Sandy Sanders, Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy, I am super excited that we are in week 3. And listen, if you've been hanging out with us since the beginning of the month, listen, we've had some powerhouse speakers. Yes, they're speakers, but they're authors who have some incredible books. Y'all know that's what we do. Coffee Conversation is the platform that we host authors, anthology book projects, and most of all, I say that it is for you. Why do I say that? Because you just might be looking for a good book to read, and we have some amazing authors that will be coming through tonight. And without further ado, this lady and her ministry, her products and services listen, she is one of our sponsors. I'm talking about none other than Dr. LaShonda Wofford. And so listen, I am super excited to have her with me on tonight. She has been with me since day 1 of the tour. Listen, you've heard some of her clients and her authors who have made #1 bestsellers as their solo projects. And so listen, Dr. LaShonda is in the room at the table with me. So without further ado, we're going to bring this phenomenal woman who, yes, she is a supporter. She's been holding me up in this journey. I know she's been praying for me, and she's been praying for our podcast because we are just growing. And because of that, you do need a circle of people that don't mind lifting you up in prayer. So without further ado, let me get on over here so I can bring her to the table. There she is. Hey.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I am good. I'm good. I'm just kind of laid back tonight. I got a t-shirt on, and matter of fact, it's a message, and it says, "She is strong," Proverbs 31. So I'm sharing one of my friends who does t-shirts. I said, I'm gonna wear her shirt tonight. But
that's fitting. That's fitting for the occasion.
It is. It is. Listen, we got some guests in here that are hanging out with us on tonight. Dr. Noble's back in. Hey, Dr. Noble, she's back in the room with us. I know y'all been watching the calendar, watching the clock. Yeah, we're here. And Mercy is here. Mercy, thank you for coming through. And yes, Pastor Cynthia. Yes, Pastor Cynthia Pfeiffer is in the room with us. So listen, ladies, and of course, I know you all are sharing it out. There's some on YouTube too, as well, Dr. LaShonda. And so we do welcome them on tonight. So what you been up to?
Nothing. Just, living, doing whatever it is that, I'm led to do.
Yes. Well, you're led to do a lot, and we so appreciate you even taking out time to just, come and share this book project with us. This is an amazing, amazing book project. Super excited to hear from you about this. This is a solo project for you. What made you do a solo project?
So I've done solo projects before, but this is my in this type of way, this genre. It's my second solo book project, and so a lot of times God will have you do things, and I don't know why He had me do it, but now I understand why. So the book talks about a season of my life when my purpose shifted, and I assumed that, like many of us, I assumed that the thing that He originally told me to do was forever. And so I had a hard time when that season ended and that purpose shifted. And so I really feel strongly that that is why he had me writing while I was going through, because this is not something that I wrote after after coming out. This is what I was writing while I was going
While
through.
going through
Yeah.
it. Oh
So
my.
the book has been written and finalized for over a year. I was just sitting on it, waiting for him to tell me when it was time to release it.
Yeah.
And so that's how it all started.
Mm-hmm. 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 Well, we cannot wait. This book here, you all, this book that we're going to be talking about, that Dr. LaShonda is going to talk about and share with you. I hope that you've got your tea, your coffee, your notepad, and listen, be ready to do, as they say, put the hearts in, put the kudos in, the emojis, because this lady, God is giving her yet another project. And so we're super excited. I do want to share a little bit about Dr. LaShonda. She, as I mentioned, she is one of our sponsors. And I just want to really share who this amazing woman is. We'll be putting up her link, because if you're seeking out some of the services that she provides, then you certainly want to know, and you can click onto her link. Dr. LaShonda Wofford is a certified accredited life coach. She is an instructor. She is a remarkable individual with a diverse array of roles, a string of accomplishments, and a genuine passion for personal development. Her journey is a testament to power of resilience and the belief in oneself. Dr. Wofford is a multifaceted personality, and each facet is a piece of her inspiring story. Yes, she is. She is a woman of God, a woman of faith. She's a wife, a mother, a sister, a grandmother, a friend, and a proven CEO. She is founded and built several successful organizations, including an affirmation collection, L&S Consulting Group, and Wofford and Williams Incorporated, DBA, Atkins Helping Hands. She is a community advocate and personal development partner who encourages all to bet on themselves through her All Bets on Me platform on Facebook. At this time, I do want to share, yes, some of her inspiration. As we mentioned, she's the founder of Atkins Global Diagnostics Laboratory Solutions, and she co-founded this laboratory, Atkins Global Diagnostics Laboratory, to provide accurate, timely, and confidential diagnostic services tailored to the diverse needs of their client. Founder of All Bets of Me Academy, who we're sponsored by, is a pioneer online academy. It is dedicated to the personal and professional development of our students, with a unique focus on integrating Christian values into the marketplace. As we mentioned, is that she's an advocate, personal development partner, and of course, becoming and receiving her doctoral degree, holding a PhD in Christian education. So at this time, and we'll be sharing more, I'll be putting up her link, but at this time, I want to thank this amazing woman for just praying for us, being partnering in what we do here. This is not my first time having her on the show. And so, listen, I'm just super excited. And yeah, that's all I can say. She's going to take it away, share her new book project called Seasons of Assignment. And so at this time, audience, I know, get your kudos out. Listen, they're saying, what? What is the tickler at the bottom? Oh, okay. I'll tell you what it is. Yes, indeed. Hey, Valerie, how are you? Good evening, Doc, she says. And good evening to both of us. And Carolyn, she says, good evening. Dr. LaShonda Wofford is amazing. Yes, she is. And Dr. Chanel, she says, yes, this is amazing, big sister. So listen, without further ado, we're going to bring our guest on tonight, our first author, yes, Dr. LaShonda Wofford. And I yield back.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sanders, for having me. Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. To my Empower Her sisters, thank you guys so much. I see you. I see you. Thank you for joining. I just want to share a little bit about this book and why I wrote it, the purpose of it. And so let's start with why the book was written. So I wrote this book because many people mistaken transition for failure, right? When a season changes, they assume that their purpose has ended. But the truth is, purpose doesn't end, assignments just evolve. And so this book helps people understand that every season of our lives, carries meaning, preparation, and divine direction. And so when your season change, your purpose doesn't die. Okay, that's the thing. And so I'm not going to be before you long, but I do want to give a few pointers and just things that I want you guys to remember as you're transitioning from season to season, and in those times where you feel like everything is chaotic, you feel like things are falling apart when in actuality, let me slow down, I'm getting excited. When in actuality, that is God working in the background and he's orchestrating what needs to happen next. And so when those times come, we just have to be obedient. We have to lean in, hold on tight to our faith, and we have to trust him for the God that he's always been to us. He's never left our side. He's never led us astray. He's never failed us. And guess what? He's not going to start now. And so let me give you my tips, and I will be glancing down because I wrote them down because I did not want to leave anything out on tonight. So my first point that I want to bring to you guys is there is purpose in every season. Okay? Purpose is not a single destination. It unfolds in seasons. And what God calls us to do in one season prepares us for our next assignment. And for you guys who have already gotten the book, you'll see that this is exactly what happened to me in my real life. And I'm sure that there are so many of you that can relate. My next point is seasons often require letting go. Now I'm going to say that one again. This is most personal. Seasons often require letting go. Okay? When our season change, there are often times where we are required to let some things go. And some things, I mean, people, places, habits, whatever it is, we are required to let some things go in order for us to move into the new season. And a lot of times we want to hold on to things, those things, even things that are successful, which in my case, that's what it was. Things that are successful in the moment. We have to let go if that is what God requires us to do in that season. Let it go and trust that what he's getting ready to send us is going to be far greater than what we just let go. But we have to be obedient and let it go. And I know for some people, you're going to say, Dr. Wofford, that's easier said than done. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. So I know that it can happen. I know I'm speaking from personal experience, not what I was told, off of what I went through myself, personal experience. And so just imagine for one moment that you're in a season where God asks you to be obedient and build a thing, right? From the ground up. I built the business from the ground up, stepped out on faith and built it in obedience, and it was successful. Years of success. And all of a sudden, I hear a quiet whisper, shut it down. Shut it down. And so in that moment, yes, I was very confused. And like we often do, I go back to God and I'm like, God, you sure? And then it's like, what do you mean, God, are you sure? Of course he's sure. He's God. He knows exactly what he's asking you to do. The question is, are you going to be obedient? And so me, knowing what it means to not be obedient and not want that whooping from God again, I shut it down. A very successful, over 7 figures annually business, shut it down as God told me to do, because that's what was required in that season. And for him to elevate me to my new season, I had to let it go. And that was him wanting to see, okay, daughter, you trusted me when I told you to step out on faith and do this without a blueprint. I was the blueprint. I created the blueprint. You trusted me then. Let me see if you're going to trust me now with my next set of instructions. Can you trust me when I ask you to let this go, even though it's fruitful? Can you trust me when I ask you to let it go, even though it's very successful? Can you trust me when I ask you to let it go, when you're serving the purpose that I've asked you to? Can you be obedient to what I'm calling you to next, daughter? And my answer is yes. Now, did that answer come easy? Absolutely not. I struggled with that thing, and I'm being totally transparent. I struggled with it. Not because I didn't trust God. I struggled with it because I felt for my clients. I felt for my employees. It wasn't just me, but in the same instance, I can never not obey God. And so the same way he worked it out the first time, the same way he cleared the path, he's going to do that this time. And he's shown himself to be a man of his word. I know for a fact, if I don't know anything else, I can always trust God. He has never led me astray. Whew, calm down. My third point is obedience unlocks the next chapter. Obedience unlocks the next chapter. And I kind of already went into that. When we trust the process and remain obedient to the calling on our life, even in the confusing seasons, they don't make sense, y'all. But we still have to be obedient. It did not make sense to me that God was asking me to shut down something that he told me to start. And let me say this. Sometimes when he shifts us, it's to protect us. It's to protect us, because a lot of times right before he elevates us, there might have been some things and some people that was around me, and God said, I got to clean this up. I got to clean it up. I got to clean it up, because you have people attached to you that are leeches. You have people that stay there in your corner, but they don't like you. They're secretly jealous and envious of you. So let me clean this up. Let me clean this up for you, daughter, before I elevate you. I cannot elevate you into your next season, because I got to get some things clean around you. I got to clean the atmosphere. Whew. I'm getting excited, y'all. Whew. My next point is becoming requires transformation, right? There's no way around it. We are forever evolving. We're forever becoming. Like I haven't reached the destination yet. I have not become all that God has for me to become. I am not the woman that God is evolving me into. I'm steady becoming. And again, as we're becoming, as we're evolving, our seasons are going to change, but our purpose is still active. My purpose for one season is I still have purpose in this next season. It just looks different. And even though we're going through, destiny is still calling us. So we still have to be obedient and move forward. My next point is pain often produces purpose. Some of the most painful experiences in our lives become the very things that shape our calling. And see, a lot of us, we want to shy away from the pain. We don't want the pain, but we want growth. We don't want the suffering, but we want growth. We don't want the crushing, but we want elevation. Doesn't work like that. God will use that very thing, that pain, to get us to our next. And he will turn it around and it will have greater purpose than you could have ever imagined. But if we're too afraid to move when God say move, you will never find out. You will never find out what that's going to do. You will never find out if you're too afraid to move even in the midst of the pain. If you're too afraid to be obedient in the midst of the pain, if you're too afraid to touch that spot that's painful, you will never see what God can do with that pain and the purpose that can be birthed from that pain. You'll never see it. And so I'll say it again, pain often produces purpose. Our pain has a greater purpose. And a lot of times, our pain is not always for us. Hear me clearly when I tell you this. Our pain is not always for us. Sometimes we're just the vessel that God chooses to use so that we can show someone else what it looks like to get on the other side. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And that's all I have, Dr. Sanders.
She said, "Oh my goodness, that's what it's all about." Come on, I know y'all are over there. I hear you, I feel you, I see you. Yes, we're excited. To God be all the glory. This is powerful. You talked about our next. You talked about that a couple of things I got out of this is how important our obedience is to God. That wouldn't you all agree that out of all that is the common thread? Because if we say that we are his children and that we're his daughters, Dr. LaShonda, is that we need to be obeying him. We need to. And one of the things that you said, you'll never find out what he really has in store for us. So briefly, just tell us that it's kind of like going to the wall and switching up, and you're standing there and he's telling you to shut it down, turning the light down, and just tell us about that one more time when he spoke to you and said shut it down, and you were like, what, God? Come on.
So and I did. I that's what I said. I'm going to tell this in full transparency. When he said shut it down, I did like most of us do, run back to God and ask him, is he sure? And the reason why I was asking, is he sure, is because it's God. This is the very thing that over 10 years ago you told me to do. This is the very thing that you told me to step out on faith and do and build. So we're talking about over 10 years, almost 20 years of building a business from the ground up. Yeah. I did this because this is what you told me to do. So are you sure? And I'm just like, let me make sure I heard him. Did he say shut it down? And so I went one time, and after that I said, you know that is what he's telling you, because it's like he went silent. Yeah. And so he's not going to say it. And
we know the Father, our relationship, we know him. And when he tells us something and we feel it in our gut, listen, go ahead.
So I did, but after I asked him, was he sure? And then I'm like, of course he's sure. He's God. What do you mean? Go back and ask. Why are you going back and ask God, is he sure? He knows who he's talking to. He knows exactly what he's asking you to do. And I said, okay, because at that point, I'm going to choose obedience every time, because I got a whooping from God before for not being obedient. So I'm afraid not to be obedient. Whatever comes. Well, one thing I knew was this is for a reason.
Yes.
This is for a reason. And anytime God asks us, that's a big ask, right?
It is. Yeah.
That's a big ask.
And that's amazing.
I know for a fact, and I knew then, and now I definitely know that was not for nothing. It wasn't for nothing. It wasn't wasted time. And so if for those of you who have been on my journey as an author, if you go back and read my very first book, Pain Equals Purpose, that's the book where I'm telling you how this business was birthed. And that's when God told me to step out on faith. Again, I did not have a blueprint. I was the only one in my family, the only one I knew that had this type of business. No blueprint. I am the blueprint. And so he gave me everything I needed to go on and step out on faith. So why now, when he's asking me to release it, to take me to my next level, go to the next, why am I going to question him? And why am I going to be afraid when he's the one who orchestrated the success of that business the first time out of obedience? Out of obedience. And so, as painful as it was, I will choose obedience every single time. Every time I will choose obedience because I'm not worried about what they say. I'm not worried about sustaining anything, because one thing God will do is he will give you provision for his vision.
Yes, he will.
He will give you provision for his vision. And that's exactly what he's done. He's did it then, he's did it now, and he's going to continue to do it. But you will not ever know if you do not move in obedience.
Jesus. Here's the thing. There was two things that you said. As you said that God knew, he knew to ask you. He already knew that you were going to be obedient. And you all, we need to really take a lesson. I believe that we're in that hour is that we're literally, like you said, you're the blueprint. If I understood you correctly, is that we know that God will download it to you, but you had to literally walk it out. Another thing that you said is that God will never ask us something if he knows that, and we have to know that that he's going to provide. So God's never going to ask us to do anything that will bring harm to us. That's another level of faith, you all. Ladies, listen, we are literally at a master class learning. This woman of God, oh man, you said something and I was like, whoa, that was good. That God, when he know who's going to obey him. He know that he could trust you. He knew that he could trust you. And that is amazing. It's kind of like, I feel like we're about to have some Bible study. When he told Abraham, take your son and y'all gonna go up on the mountain, and you're gonna say, I'm paraphrasing. He knew that Abraham would be obedient. He knew he would be obedient. And what did he do? He prepared. He went all the way up to the very moment. And so even privately, no one knew, but you were walking out that assignment before the Lord. Oh my goodness. And you did it. Whatever he told you to do, you shut it down. And he shows up in such a great and marvelous way in your life. You all, you must get this book. Get this book. You released it and, of course, had your bestseller campaign and released it. If you all have not purchased this book, get the book, Seasons of Assignments. And the rest of the line, it's where purpose does what? Meets destiny?
When purpose shifts and destiny still calls.
And okay, forgive me because I didn't have it in front of me.
That's
okay. Listen, when
okay.
destiny still get the book, if you will, woman of God. I am going to, I believe you sent me the link, but if you will, let's put it in the link. We want to hear, just lastly, she will be back. Let me get the calendar because she's not coming back by herself. Oh my goodness. Yes, Dr. LaShonda will be back with us. I got my calendar. She'll be back on the 24th. So go ahead and mark your calendars tonight, okay? And she'll be bringing the ladies. She's got an anthology book project. And so thank you so much. She's going to be coming back. Thank you for taking your time. And again, personally, thank you for supporting Coffee Conversations and what we do. I just don't know. I'm just thankful. We've been connected for a minute. We've never been in person with each other, but God has just connected us and we've watched each other grow and in our spaces. And that's what we do. That's what we do, ladies. We're here to support one another. Dr. LaShonda, go ahead, give us your last words, your last thoughts. of what it means about obedience, how important it is. One lesson that you can give us tonight. We're here. We're all ears right now. So I yield.
Yes, ma'am. So let me just remind you guys, real quick, closing. Every one of us carries a story that holds the power to heal, inspire, and transform lives, other people's lives. When we embrace our season with honor and we honor our journey and we have the courage to share our truth, we don't just change our lives, we create legacy. And again, the obedience. We have to be obedient. There's no way around it. You're going to do what God's will is, whether you do it willingly or unwillingly. So just be obedient. Don't be afraid to step out on faith and do whatever it is that He's called you to do. He's not going to fail you. He's God. His track record is like none other, it is unmatched. Hold His hand and focus on the task that He's assigned to your hands and move forward. Good night, ladies. Thank you for joining.
Yes, indeed. We thank you for coming through. Listen, we're going to give a great big shout out to Valerie Lady Jackson. She says obedience, the word of the day. Say it all together now. Obedience. Go ahead, Mama. She's moderating for me tonight. I appreciate it. We've been hanging out for the past 3 weeks. I love it. I love it. And yes, and Natasha, she says amen to whatever you see. And then we have Valerie again, Natasha, she said, yes. Come on, Pastor. Yes, Dr. LaShonda, she said, yes, come on, Pastor. And that's what we mean, creating legacy. And yes, and awesome. We got the awesome. Listen, y'all came in here deep tonight, watching and supporting this great woman of God. We're so appreciative to you. If you will, go ahead and put in the link. If you are, I think you have. Yeah, you did over in the private chat. No, that was Coach Ann in the back in the green room.
It's on Amazon. That's it.
It is on Amazon. Yes, it
Amazon.
is. Right? Just simply go to Amazon. All you have to do is just type in either the title of the book, or you can type in Dr. LaShonda's name, and all of her book projects will come up. And this particular book, if you're looking to pick it up, do go ahead and do that. Okay. And listen, we're super excited. Dr. LaShonda, thank you for coming through. I certainly appreciate you being on the tour with these ladies. It has been fire. It's already, right? It has been, and so appreciative. Tell the man of God, thank you for sharing you with us. We're so appreciative. Yes, indeed. Well, listen, you all, we're going to get ready, now to bring on our next author. And let me do this before I bring on our next author again. Go ahead and pick up your copy. It has been fire. Yes, it has been. Thank you, Minister Jackson. I appreciate you for sure. Those of you that are tuning in, yes, we are here in week 3. We've got some amazing authors that have joined in. If you're listening to the replay, thank you so much. Share it out. We do thank you for coming through tonight to Coffee Conversation with Sandy. I'm telling you, Dr. LaShonda, definitely her voice, her story, and her impact. Anytime she's stepping in the room, she's made an impact in our lives tonight. She talked about letting us know about the importance of obedience, following God's order, listening to Him. And again, but He knows who's going to listen. That was the biggest thing I grabbed. He knows that who's going to listen. Amen. And so listen, I feel like I'm in church and Bible study webinar. Listen, this is a woman's time tonight. Yes, indeed. We can shout, we can praise Him. Certainly it has truly been a blessing. At this time, before I bring on our next author, the amazing, many of us, we affectionately know her as Coach Ann, but her name is Ann McCurran. And she's all the way out of Virginia, that will be coming back. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I see y'all in the chat. Y'all are really In here. Amen. So listen, I want to just share one of our sponsors with you. And we're talking about, let's see who's going to be on here. We're talking about, yes, Dr. Jonathan Haynes. Come on and let's make room for him. And then after that, we will be hearing from our next author. Okay. All right. And so stay tuned, and we're going to bring on Dr. Jonathan Haynes.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Jonathan Haynes, and I'm so honored to be a sponsor for Book Talks with Sandy Sanders. I am offering my services to you. Yes, you heard that right. I am the Songbird of the South, Gospel Award-winning recording artist, 5-time international best-selling author, motivational speaker, educator, mental health coach, vocal coach, and I'm offering my service to you. Yes, you heard that right. You can reach me at phone number 228-313-9068 or reach me by email, sbirdproductions56@gmail.com. I'm looking forward to connecting with you, and let's continue to support Dr. Sandy Sanders with Book Talks with Sandy Sanders. God bless you all.
I love it. He's all the way out of Mississippi, but I tell you, he's a world traveler and can sing, and he's a motivational speaker, the whole nine. So listen, if you're looking for someone to bless your men's ministry, and yes, he's got a message for us women as well. And so listen, always just put him up, and he's a big supporter. And so we're truly, truly thankful. Listen, I love it. I love it. At this time, as we're rolling right along, you have come into Coffee Conversation, Book Talks with Sandy, quarterly author tour. And each tour, this is Women's History Month. And it was very important that I gathered women, and there are some men who actually participate as well. But this was the year, I believe, that our voices need to be heard. As women of God, as the daughters of the Most High, of our Lord and our Savior Jesus Christ, we need to be doing what the Old Testament say, to cry loud and spare not. Amen. And so we gotta cry loud for as the woman of God just shared, of our obedience. How great is our God? I'm reminded of a song. How great is our God? Listen, how great He is, and then how great He's been through our lives, our story, and what impact have we made in each other's lives. We have come through here, and we've started in week 1, and then we had week 2, and now we're in week 3, and we have had some incredible authors. Listen, go ahead. I'll be sharing at the end of the broadcast, because we have another Friday night special coming up. And so I'm excited about the authors that will be joining us. Well, the lady who is coming up next is amazing author. Listen, we're talking about, many of you know her as an author. Her author name is Ann McCurran. Listen, but we know her affectionately as Coach Ann, as one of our featured authors for this Women's History Month author tour. Coach Ann is a powerful voice of healing, hope, and restoration. She will be joining us, and tonight she's going to be talking about her impactful work through Beauty of Ashes, grief coaching. She has a book that she's going to be sharing and talking with us about. She's got several books. She is a #1 Amazon bestseller multiple times. And so she's going to be talking about how she supports women and families navigate grief and loss through what? Faith-based coaching, encouragement, and healing spaces. She will also be sharing, she's got a workshop book that is called Rewrite Your Story. It is a message designed to help individuals move forward with courage, healing, and purpose. The conversation tonight certainly is sure to be a blessed one. We've already gotten this, as they say, got it started. And so anyone that may be walking through grief tonight, it may not be you personally, but maybe someone that is listening now or listening later at the replay. If you're walking through grief, transition, or the journey of rediscovering hope, After loss, listen, tonight is it. We're about to hear from Coach Ann as she shares her heart, her mission, and the message behind her work. All right. She is also my sister in the sisterhood of the Herpreneur Network. And so
Yes.
come on. Yes, you are. Let me see. I think I got myself on single.
Uh,
There we go. Hey.
yes. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Sandy,
Hello.
mhm. How you doing? Thank you so much for having me. My name is Antoinette McCurran. You know, I'm an author, grief, a coach, speaker, and encourager. And I help women who grieve move from being stuck or numb, Sandy. You know, we all go through it and silently suffering into a place of healing, hope, and moving forward. My heart
Yeah.
is to remind. Mhm. My
Yes.
heart is to
Well,
remind
okay.
people.
Yeah, I gave you the microphone. You ready to go in. I'm going to step back. She ready. Listen, I am. I'm going to literally step back. I can tell. Listen, it is fire in here. Dr. LaShonda has done it. And
Yes.
listen, Coach Ann is ready. She's all fired up. So, y'all, I'll talk to y'all in a minute. I'm going to yield back. Y'all come to hear her, not me.
Uh,
I'm going to yield. Okay, go ahead.
All right. First of all, I do like to celebrate Queen Sandy, though. Dr. Sandy, she is the herpreneur of the year. She is a dynamic woman, kind, loving, just beautiful spirit. And y'all know, I'm sure you know, make sure you follow her on all her social media platforms as well. So again, you know, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Queen Sandy, Dr. Sandy, for having me. Again, like I said, my name is Antoinette McCurran. I am an author, 3 times, 2 times bestseller, grief coach, speaker, and encourager. I help women who are grieving move from being stuck and numb and silently suffering in a place of healing to a place of hope. Hallelujah. My heart is to remind women that grief may change you, but look, it does not have to stop you. Do you hear what I'm saying, sisters? Through my book, Pearls of Encouragement, and grief circles and workshops and coaching, I create a safe space for people to heal and know that they are not alone. I have my book. Here's a cover of my book. So, Sandy, we're going to put that on there. So, if anybody wanted to order one of my books, by all means, please do. You can find me on all social media platforms as Coach Ann, on Instagram as Ann McCurran, and just follow me. You can message me too if you have any questions or concerns. And you asked me why my book is what Pearls of Encouragement about. Let me tell you a little bit about my background. In 2018, we had over about seven deaths in our family, close family members. My mom, my uncle, my stepdad, and then we had 2 aunts, a niece, and a close pastor friend. So it was just, you know, all these pillars, strong arms in our families. And with one back to back, it was so hard to grieve healthy. I always say we got to grieve in a healthy way. So anyway, with that, and then 2 years after that, my grandmother, my Bahama mama, Gma, she went to be with the Lord. And so after that, it was like the Lord was saying, now it's time for you to heal. So throughout that, I took various grief classes, some sessions myself. And then he was like, it's time to write your story. So in January, I think it was Grandma passed 2021, January 2022. It was like I remember being at a retreat, heard this lady say she was a publisher, reached out to her, told her that I was ready to write my story, and I wanted to have it published by May 7th, which was my grandmother's birthday. And to God be the glory, it was published on that day, my grandmother, and out of that, like I said, Pearls of Encouragement. And then throughout that year, the Lord introduced me to the wonderful network, the Herpreneur Network. And through the network, they have a Life Christian Life Christian College, and they offer a plethora of certificates and degrees that you can get, but they also had the grief certificate. And I went through that program with them and still a part of that network to this day. Amazing network of Christian women that support, pray for one another. and just encourage each other. And so through that, I got my certification. And with that, my certification, I have been doing like workshops. I have grief circles, I have workshops. I spoke at a Juneteenth event about grief. And so just looking for other opportunities to speak about it. Our test is our testimony. We want to say our mess is our message, but we have a story to tell to help somebody to heal others that that we don't went through it, and to let them know that, that numbness, I say, I chose Pearls of Encouragement, first of all, for the name of my book, because pearls are formed through irritation and pressure and pain. And that's like when we're going through grief, sometimes it can be pressure, it can be pain, but something beautiful can come out of that. And this book is to remind people that even in your grief, listen, God can produce something perfect, something, a pearl out of all of it. This encouragement book is like pearls: wisdom, healing, comfort, and strength. And I always say, look, sometimes you have to clench them pearls, and sometimes you always need to share them. I also have like pearl moments, twice a week, that I also have on Facebook. So that was my inspiration for writing the book, to help me move to my process of grief. And God knows every process, is all for our stories, are all a part of us. Our journey is to make us better and better, to grow and better, and to share that message with others. Okay. So in my healing journey, my book, all of the things, the losses, my journey was not, it wasn't lost. It was some pain there, some pressure. I felt numbed and stuck. And even in my book, I remind us that, no matter if it's a loss and grief, I should have told you this too, that grief is not just the loss of a loved one, but grief can be a loss of a job. It can be a change of, of a health condition. You might have gotten a diagnosis that was, that just drastically changed the trajectory of the rest of your life. It could be a change of a relationship. Also a move from one location to another. Sometimes, because I'm from upstate New York and then moving to the South, sometimes that could be a change. I heard one sister say that even seasonal depression can bring on grief. So it's many different facets of grief, and to know that in that grief, that numbness, and you might feel stuck, but you are on the path to a greater life. Okay, you don't have to stay there. Reach out to somebody, like a coach like me, or either get into a group, so a grief circle, take a class or something, get certified, because that too can help you through your grief process. But as you move through that numbness and you start feeling strength, no, it's going to be areas where you might be triggered about your grief. Sometimes I smell chicken and I think of my mom or my uncle. I told people my uncle used to say, I'd kill a brick for you. All of these things that might trigger that grief again. But the more you get stronger, I said we have to grieve in a healthy way. The more you get stronger, you learn how to kind of manage the grief and not allow it to manage you. Okay. And know this too, that you are not alone. Don't let nobody tell you how long you should grieve, and don't you tell anybody how long they should grieve. You have to go through those 7 steps. I talk about that too in my coaching program. Those 7 steps. You might be angry at first. You might be bargaining. I should have did this. I should have did that. You might, just all have different things going through your head. You might be depressed. Yeah, because that comes to a point. But you go through these stages and you take as long as you need to in any of those stages. And like I said, don't let nobody tell you how long, but you got to, in order to grieve healthy, you must, go through these stages. Okay. So anyway, just wanted to share a little bit about that and that numbness feeling. Listen, grieving is natural, it's necessary, and it's normal. Okay. We all going to grieve something or another. A time or two in our lives, we're going to grieve. So know that, you can get through it. We have that scripture say, weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Don't say how long that weeping might endure, but, joy will come, and that you will, know that your best life is yet ahead of you. I talk about that too with, in my book, like the first day in this one. And this journal is so good because, allow you to write in it. I say for day one, and it's like 21 days that you go through this. I'm on the right path for a great life. Sometimes we think that our life is over, that we can't, live. Sometimes you might not want to live without that loved one. That job change, finances and all this. You feel like that, but know that, listen, that your best days are ahead of you. This too shall pass. It might take a while. You're going to have to do some work. You're going to have, like I said, you're going to have to do some work. You might have to take some grieving classes. You might have to, get in a grief circle. You write it. Listen, I love journaling, writing it down. That's why on my page is, listen, this beautiful page. It's got pearls on there, and that you can write it down too. Write the vision and make it plain and help to get it out. And you might need professional help, and that's okay too. Just like we need a dentist, or we might need, a dentist, a physical doctor. It's okay to go see a doctor about your head, to get your head right. Don't let nobody tell you you shouldn't. We used to always think that it's growing up, or back in the day, that whatever happens here stays here. Don't tell nobody your business. No, get the help you need so you can be the healthiest version of yourself. Okay. And so, know that there's other people there. Make sure you reach out. Libraries have places that you can reach out to too, that have different groups. There's books out there. Like I said, there's coaches out there. There's other ways that you can help so you can grieve in a healthy way. That's what I said. We have to grieve in a healthy way. So anyway, so that's kind of what I wanted to share about the book. You can connect with me again, grief coaching or grief circles or healing workshops, speaking opportunities. You can connect with me. I always say it's a safe space. And if you just want to message me about something that you want to talk about, I love to pray and encourage people. So, that's what I'm here for. If you need that, you let me know, or if you know any churches or anybody else. And again, in our network is so powerful because we talk about the sisterhood. We're talking about this week about my sister's keeper. Listen, if you see somebody else grieving or somebody else going through having a hard time navigating through life, don't let them do it alone. Be there for them. Let them know you there. Sometimes just go and sit and be quiet. We don't, if you don't know what to say, just be there. Don't say anything, because sometimes people just need their space. But to let people reach out, let them know that you're there. Send them a card, send them a text, send them a phone call. Don't let your sister, see your sister grieving and not try to reach out to her, let her know that you're here to help her. Okay, because we need each other. We really do. And so with that said, what's next for me? Continuing workshops, on life grief groups. Looking forward for more speaking opportunities, women events. I just had a grief circle last Saturday. It was amazing. My grief circles are the third Saturdays of the month here, and I'm in Central Virginia, and I do them at the YMCA, and all are welcome. And so, this one lady, I reached out to her and she said she wasn't ready to cry. Some people equate that as, crying with grieving, and that's okay. Because that's a way to get it out. And I respect her. I said, well, just know that when you're ready, we will be ready. Because some people come to the group, they might just sit there. One lady just wanted to sit and just have that support. Another lady was just sharing. She was so amazing, though. She just had so much that she wanted to share. And this was the first place that she felt like she could really share and let it out. So she shared. I have another lady that come and just want the support. She's not ready to share yet. And that's okay. Even if you're not ready to share, it's okay. Because it takes some time to process it. I know with my mom, my uncle had a lot of different things going on that he struggled with. And even when that was March, when he left us, we just knew that it wasn't for good, because Uncle Sonny, he's just one that's he's always been there for you. When I go to New York, I'm from upstate New York, I go there, he fixed my car. Did you check your oil? My mom was suddenly to me, but not to the Lord. My daughter came and told me, and it was like my legs just left me. They just left me. And so then my stepdad, 2 months after, I think his was more of a brokenhearted. But ours was back to back. And sometimes you might have it like that, but make sure that you get the help that you need. Make sure that you don't just find yourself taking care of everybody else and not taking care of your own self. Okay. So just with that, so yes, if you are grieving and you want to know more about this, listen, you're not crazy, you're not weak, and you're not alone. Grief can make you feel numb, stuck, or disconnected from life, but healing is still possible. Okay. Pearls of Encouragement was written to remind you that even after your loss, God still has a purpose for your life. You can cry, you can heal, and you can move forward. And this book is the way. This book is my way of letting you know, grieving heart, that there's still life after loss. All right. And back to you, Dr. Sandy.
Oh my gosh, they are loving this.
Oh.
Listen, I'm looking at it in the chat. Dr. LaShonda, she says, Coach Ann, this is good. She said, this is good. She says, I love this. Valerie, Dr. Jackson, I'm telling you, she said, come on now. I love it. And she said, it is good you created a space for ladies to be open, Coach Ann. She says that this is good that you've created a space for ladies to be open, honest, and vulnerable. Pearls of encouragement. And she said, I like the sound of that. Listen, when she said, you all, wouldn't you agree that never think about it, but when you clench your pearls, sometimes when you're going through some stuff, you got to hold on, clench the pearls. She said, you could put the, as we say, on a t-shirt.
Okay. Yes.
Clench the pearl. Yes. And that's a whole talking segment. As you said, life after loss. This was a very good talk. If you all are interested, again, Coach Ann, put your information over in the chat, if you will. If you have your just your information of how we can follow you, how others can reach out to you. It's incredible. I've heard your story, how you talk about the multiple back-to-back losses, and especially during COVID and around there. And so, and you said take time. One of the things, our biggest takeaway, ladies, wouldn't you all agree, is that when Coach Ann said it's natural, it's necessary, and it's normal. It's natural, it's necessary, and you're talking about grief. That grief is natural. And it's necessary for us to grieve.
Yes.
And it's also normal for us to grieve. She said, show enough cake.
Not show enough. Come on, sister. Come on through.
Listen. Yes, indeed. All of you all. Thank you all. Listen, Coach Ann, any last words we do want to ask? Listen, Dr. Nikki Ziegler came through. Yeah, we know.
Dr. Nikki.
Listen, we're going to do a quick plug here. Listen, on March the 13th through the 16th, yes, the Herpreneur Network will be in Atlanta, Georgia for the Her Code Experience. We're celebrating 6 years of the Herpreneur Network, and I'm telling you, it is going to be phenomenal. So we'll be putting in the link. I want you to go over to the website of the Her Code Experience. Yes, indeed. So congratulations. Happy anniversary to the Herpreneur Network for 6 amazing years of celebration. Yes, tonight. And yes, indeed. It has been amazing. So at this time, thank you all. Congratulations, Dr. Nikki. We don't know if you see it, but we're getting the word out. They're congratulating you, congratulating the Herpreneur Network. Listen, any of y'all in Atlanta, I will be putting in the link and we'll be talking about it more. Yes, indeed. And the I Speak Her tote bags is one of our sponsors. And so listen, you got to get you one of those tote bags, okay?
Yes.
Yes, the I Speak Her totes. Yes,
I got the purple.
Bag. Yes, you do. All right. Listen, I love it. So I'm going to yield and ask you, can you give us one tip? You did give us natural, necessary, and normal. And so one more tip that you may have for us as you help us with this book and the process of grief. And so, I'm going to yield. Give us a point.
Okay. My point is to make sure that you get you get your grieving out, whether that's writing, whether that's, talking it out, whether that's going to a grief circle. Make sure you get it out so that, that's part of the healing, to be able to talk about it. When you get to a point you can talk about it, that's part of the healing. And don't do it alone. Let somebody know, and let somebody in. Sometimes people just want to reach out to you. And if you just want them just to be there and be silent, let them know that as well. But yes, my thing is make sure you get your grieving out in a healthy way. And that's through talking, writing, even take a grief class like I did and get certified. Like I say, through this wonderful network, we have the Life Christian College, and I got certified through the Life Christian College. So then they have a plethora of other ways you can get certified in. But that really helped me, Dr. Sandy, too, to go through that. And that was part of my healing journey.
Yeah. That is awesome.
Yes.
So you went through the healing journey, helping others to heal as well. I'm going to put over in the chat, you all here. She said, get it out. I get the grief out. Dr. Jackson, she said, get it out. The grief. Let me see, what else did she say? She said the grief out in my poetry. Amen. Okay, Angela, you're going to have to come on the show so you can share your book with us. And she said, get it out. Angela, she also said, yes, get the grief out. Awesome. So I put over in the chat how you can connect with Coach Ann. I just simply put her Facebook information in there. If you're looking and you want to follow her, go over on Facebook and follow Coach Ann McCurran. All right. Well, Coach Ann, thank you so much for coming through. Hang out with us in the green room. We got the phenomenal, Takema through. Now, listen, audience, before Takema comes in, I need you to get yourself ready, okay? Because this is the lady who's going to get you in check as an organizer. That is her thing. That's her jam. And so I don't want to mess it up. She's got an amazing book that's going to help us get our life. I love her work. I love what she do. And so listen, Coach Ann, I'm going to put you in the green room, but hang out with us, okay? And I'm going to share some announcements with you. As you know, that we are partnering with an amazing group that is called Impact One More. Impact One More. So I'm going to share my screen. And this is, as you all were here with us on night one, we had this amazing young man who shared about beds, who shared about getting a bed for a child. Well, the ministry is out of Missouri. And it's called Multiply the Dream. Multiply the Dream. And so Multiply the Dream, every year, the community comes together to provide beds for children who are currently, I'm sharing my screen here, who currently do not have a safe space to sleep. Children who are going to bed on couches, floors, air mattresses, or sometimes with nothing at all. So this year, we are calling businesses, churches, schools, and organizations to step forward as a community and impact as community impact partners. I'm going to be sharing the video here in just a moment, but I do want you to know because I'm putting together a team. And so this is what happens. One pillow, you can sponsor one pillow for only $5. You can sponsor a set of sheets for $15. You can sponsor the comforter. Be a comforter sponsor for $25. The bed frame is $55. The mattress sponsorship is only $100. And then you do the whole complete bed set. That is the bed frame, the mattress, the comforter, the sheet sets, and of course, the pillows. A $200 sponsorship for organizations, businesses, churches, schools, organizations. And so we're super, super excited to be partnering with this. You'll be hearing more about it. We do have our graphic out. We're not quite ready to release it, but what I do want to share with you is the Impact One information. Okay, so stay tuned and you'll be hearing from Impact One.
Attention businesses, churches, schools, and community leaders. Right here in our community, children are going to sleep without a proper bed, and we have the opportunity to do something about it. Multiply the Dream Bed Distribution 2026, led by Impact One More, is officially launching, and we are inviting organizations to step forward and lead. Here's how it works. Choose an item from a $5 pillow to a $200 complete bed. Then, multiply it. Sponsor one and invite your team to give. Commit to a full bed and ask another organization to multiply alongside you. Start a workplace challenge. Rally your members. Lead by example. This is how impact grows. For organizations, a minimum commitment of $200 to cost of one complete bed qualifies you for brand inclusion in promotional materials and community recognition. The deadline for logo inclusion is April 25. So don't.
April 25th is the deadline. And so you'll be hearing more about this as we're wrapping it up. So listen, I'm super excited about this project. I got excited. I said this, I have to participate, but I want you to join me. And so be on the lookout. We do, as I mentioned, we do have the graphics. We have the link where you can go on, but I would love to build a team that we can put one child in a full complete bed. So we'll be sharing about if you can buy a pillow, if you can do a full mattress, if you can do the whole sheets. Listen, we'll do it as a team. You do it as a team, and it comes out a lot better. And so we'll be putting that in the chat. Someone asked, what was that running across the bottom? Well, what that is it was a link there. And so that link there is going to take you to the Facebook page of the group, Impact One. So listen, you'll be hearing more about it. I'm super excited. You may not be able to go to Missouri in June is when they have this big event. They make it all available for families to come in. And as you saw in the film, is that they're leaving out with a box, and that box, yes, is their bed, their mattress, and the whole time. Yes, I love it. You are absolutely right. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for putting that information in there for Coach Ann, her link, and how you can get her book, her job form, 3 Coach Ann's books. All right. Well, listen, I'm super excited to be bringing on this amazing young lady. And without further ado, listen, I want to bring on, she is, her name is Takema Michelle Rogers. Okay. Takema, yes, indeed. We're going to just bring her on in just a few moments. But one of the things I want to share with you is that not only is she a #1 best-selling author of Ultimate Home Cleaning Schedules and Checklists. She's in several books that have been visionary of the amazing Dr. Nikki Ziegler. Listen, her book we're talking about tonight, Ultimate Home Cleaning Schedules and Checklists. Her book is designed to take the guesswork out of cleaning and helping you stay on top of your home with ease. I told y'all we got a variety. We have on tonight, we had Dr. LaShonda talked about our obedience and to God. And then we had Coach Ann to come along and help us in our area of grief. And it could be the loss of a loved one, the loss of a job. It could be just, going through a plethora of losses and where those things of depression come along. And so she helped us know is natural, necessary, and normal. Where here comes Takema. Yes, she is, whether you're a busy parent, a working professional, or simply ready to get more organized, this practical guide is the perfect go-to resources for creating order, structure, and peace in your home. So if you will, please let's welcome the amazing #1 Amazon bestseller, and she also is the reigning queen of Ms. All World Beauties USA 2023. And she reigns, with the All World's Beauties International 2025. She is the queen of Ms. Alabama American Beauties National 2025. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring her on the stage. And let me see, I need to move myself out the way. There I go. You're on mute. I thought you were gonna come with your crayon and
Greetings. No, I didn't pull it out today, but I will get it before I leave so everyone can see it. Yes, greetings. My name is Takema Rogers. I am the owner of Anointed to Organize, where I will come into your home, your business, or any space you might have, even your computer, and organize your life. But first, we have to understand mind, body, and soul, why you're holding on to what you're holding on to, because God says you must empty the temple for him to replenish the temple. Luke 9:3 says, allow God to declutter your life. Thank you for having me. Yes, as she said, I am a reigning queen. I love doing what I do. I am the current Miss American Beauties National 2026. I am the current Miss All World Beauties International Queen 2024, 2025. So I am happy to be here. Thank you, Coach Sandy, for having me. If you would like, I'll go ahead and get into why I started this book. The reason why I wrote this book, I was actually encouraged by my spiritual mother, which is Dr. Nikki Ziegler, and her spiritual mother and her spiritual cover, Dr. Connie Stewart. We were at an event for the Herpreneur Network, and they said, "Where's the book? You talk about organizing. Where's the book?" And I said, "I have it. It's written." They're like, "Okay, when is it coming?" So I said, "I have it. I need to finish it." There I am in my glory and crown and sash. Thank you, Coach Sandy. And I said, "I need to finish it. I have it." So one night we were in our meeting, and we were actually in a Herbassador meeting. I am a Herbassador of the network. Happy anniversary to Dr. Nikki as well. And she said, "Okay, when is it coming out? You said you had this book, you had this book, you've had this book. Where is it?" So the same night of the meeting, I launched the book. I said, "It's ready to go." I reached out to another one of my herpreneur sisters. She helped me with all of the media, everything. And she was like, "Here you go. You're ready to go." I want to say the same night, actually, I launched everything. So it was just the push of my spiritual mother, my sisters in the network, my spiritual mother pushing me to continue to do it. But the reason why I wrote the book is to take the busy women who do not have the time to clean and the stress, to help them get their house in order. That's why I wrote the book. It's to help to take the stress off of them on organizing their home. It's to help them to symbolize it, to remove the what do I do next? Where do I go from here? How do I organize? Where do I put it? Yes, it's just that simple. We have all these things as working women. We're mothers, we're wives, we're you know, kids take us left, right, basketball, football, band, whatever the case may be. I wrote the book to help you schedule those things out. Listen, this book is simple. It helps you take what you want to do and break it down into 15, 20, and 30-minute hour intervals. And you are able to clean your house room by room, or minute by minute, or second by second. It helps you schedule when to cook, when your next football game is, when your next basketball game is. What do you want to do for the week? Some simple pointers I just want to point out. One of the things that I noticed, I come from a family of hoarders. My grandmother, she was a hoarder, and I decided to break that cycle. What we don't realize is it is a cycle. It is a generational curse, and I wanted to be the one to break that curse. A lot of my family members, including myself, we deal with depression by shopping. We might have multiple things of the same thing. So I have taught my family members, when you buy 5 things, you get rid of 5 things. When you buy 3 things, you get rid of 3 things. That's what my book shows you how to do. It also helps you set goals in your life. What do you want to get rid of in your house? How do you want to organize these things in your house? Thank you, Queen. My sister is on it. She's on it. You can go there and find my book, but it helps you organize how you want to clean your home, how you want to show your kids how to clean your home. Yes, it's easy to break it down for the 5-year-old, the 10-year-old, the 6-year-old, the 13-year-old, the 7-year-old, whatever age bracket you might have. I have a 17 and a 20-year-old. But guess what? I can take my book, I can go through that book and find what schedule works for that age bracket. Also, some pointers I want to give is honoring the home is the spirit of God. A lot of people are like, well, cleaning your home is just cleaning your home. But guess what? You're also honoring God and being a stewardship of the home that He's given you. God has given you the knowledge on how to shop, on how to spend your money correctly, and how to earn your home by going to work every day. Cleaning your home is helping you honor God with what He's blessed you with. So you're going in with this book, and it's teaching you how to honor Him by cleaning your home. Number 2 is how you're getting your things in order. It's giving you back the time that you thought you missed. A lot of people run around and they say, oh my gosh, I forgot to clean my house today. I got company coming over. And people forget that you can get time back. That's what this book does. It shows you how to get that time back so you can reschedule your day, so you can break it down and say, this is what I'm going to do today. But what I didn't get done today, I can get done tomorrow. It also shows you on, like my scripture says, allow God to declutter. Just allow him to allow God to declutter. It could be your mind. It could be you journaling. A lot of people say, oh, well, I just clean my house because it makes me, when I look at it, it makes me sick. But why do you have this stuff there? So I'm that coach that helps you break down why you're holding on to what you're holding on to. Sometimes it's memories. It can be t-shirts. It can be shoes. It can be the smallest of things. It could be pictures. It could be multiple things that you have the same thing of, but you don't know why you're holding on to it. Number 3 is basically you're taking the book, it's showing you a ministry way and a ministry value of how to honor yourself and the things that God has given you. It's helping you organize those things. It's helping you realize, oh my gosh, I can go and bless somebody with something. One of the things, I call it the 3-way split. You can do it with work or you can do it with your house. You can come and just shut down your home every day. You get up in the morning, you know what you want to do. You have your morning, noon, and night. You have your schedule already planned out on what you need to do in the morning, what you need to do in the evening, and what you need to do at night. It's called the 3-way split. That's what I make sure that I teach my people, I teach my clients, I teach my kids. Even when it comes down to dinner time, do you know you can take your phones, designate a spot to make dinner time, family time, where you're coming to the table. A lot of families don't do that anymore. This is a part of decluttering your day, asking the kids, how was your day? But guess what? You're giving them a designated spot in the house. Hey guys, we're about to eat dinner. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put our phones over here. And when we're done with dinner, you can go ahead, resume, and put them on the charger and get them off the charger, and you can go to your room and keep them for another couple hours. But what people don't realize is when it comes to the digital portion, how are you shutting down your mind at night? Think about it. How are you shutting down your mind at night? A lot of people say, oh yeah, I stroll through TikTok, I stroll through Facebook, but are you really sleeping? What are you doing to shut down your mind? So what I started to do, what I started to realize is I asked my clients, what do you do? Instead of strolling, instead of looking at TikTok, why don't you journal? Write down your day. Write down what you didn't get done during the day. What could you do better throughout the day? So this is just what I do, how I help you organize your mind, your body, and soul, and get you aligned with what God has you. But with my book, it just helps you schedule and make sure that you're doing what God has for you to do so you can be a good steward of the space that He's given you. A lot of people are always just so much, and it's overwhelming. That's what that book does. It helps you break it down. It helps you remove the task of how long do I need to spend on this? It's already there for you. It's broken down. from the bathroom to the master bedroom to the kitchen. It just helps you organize your life. That's Sandy. That's all that I have. If you have any questions for me, or if anyone in the comments want to ask me anything, I'm an open book. I'm ready to go.
Yes, you are. Oh my goodness. Some practical things that I would love for you to share. Hey, Coach Brenda, how you doing? Listen, moderator Jackson, she is in here. I've given her a new name. I've called her Dr. Jackson, Minister Jackson. But Lady Valerie, she has been my moderator on tonight. She says, this is good. Stop scrolling before bed. Oh my goodness. We're talking about some practical things. I love what you say. Give us your monologue. Well, it's not your monologue. What's your motto again when you talk about God says? Tell us that one more time.
God says, allow God to declutter your life, your mind, your body, and your soul, and allow God to declutter your life. It's just that simple. What we have to understand, it starts with the mind first. It's a mind thing.
Yeah.
When you hold on to what you hold on to, it's a mind thing. Oh, I'm holding on to this because this was my dad's. Why are you really holding on to it? Are you holding on to it because the smell? It's sensory things.
Yeah.
Is it the way it feels? Is it because it was the last thing that he had? Spiritually, when you're looking with me, I carry my grandmother's Bible around. That's a spiritual thing for me. I
Okay.
always go to her favorite chapter in her Bible. It's still marked. So it's mind, body, and soul, and you're aligning yourself with that. And so even with my scripture, our spiritual mother always says all the time, you have to have a scripture with your business.
That's
And I
right.
went and I looked it up, and I said the word declutter, that one, Luke 9:3 came up. Allow
Yeah.
God to declutter your life. It was just that simple. So everything aligns with him at the end of the day.
You know, you said something, and we have Dr. Enola is in the room. She's in the house. So Dr. Enola is our last guest tonight, and I'm super excited, out of Louisiana. But I want you, listen, you helped us. You know, we all are watching. We watch those shows, Takema, where people, I call it, what is it, buried alive, and it's people who have cluttered for so many years, or they're hoarders, and and I often laugh and talk about having a corner over here, and it's where, okay, I'll go ahead and I throw the shirt, or I throw the sweater over in the corner, and you look and you throw another sweater on top of that in the corner, and you may throw your bag, or you kick off your shoes, and it goes. Next thing you know, you've got a pile. And you have a mental thing, and I'm being transparent, you all, is that you just don't have the energy. But there's something else to it. There is definitely something else to why you don't want to touch the pile of sweaters, the pile of shirt, the shoes you kicked off, over in that corner. And you just letting us know it's in our mind. Yes.
Minds. Because we feel like it's there, we've put it away. But what we don't realize is it's something that we've trained ourselves to do. When we come in a room, the pile is always going to be there, correct? You take the shirt off and you continue to add to it. So we've trained our mind, oh, that pile's over there. Let me just toss that shirt over there. Oh, that pile of shoes is at the door. Let me just put my shoes there. It takes, and our spiritual father has told us this too, it takes 30 days to 90 days to break a cycle. 30 to 90 days to break a cycle. So if you know that you're collecting shoes, prime example, if you know most people don't like you wearing shoes in the house, they have their slippers at the door, they come in, instead of them picking up the shoe and taking the shoe back to their room, put it in their closet, they just put on their house shoes, because that's where their house shoes were left when they went out to work.
Right.
And then they leave that pair of shoes that they wore because it's another pair of shoes, and the shoes pile up. So guess what? I trained you how to put the house shoes by the door, put the house shoes on your feet, pick up the shoes you took off, and immediately take them to your room. So it's out of habit. So it's a habit thing. So when you take that jacket off, guess what? Go ahead, go to the jacket closet, put it on the hanger, hang it up. You're teaching yourself new habits. Instead of continuously doing it, why were you doing it in the first place?
Yeah.
So yes.
Why were you doing it in the first place? I love it. So it is the mindset. Yeah, it's a
So you
mindset.
have to mentally figure out why you were doing it in the first place. So once you figure that out, everything else will fall into place. So I figured this out. So spiritually, why am I doing it? Is it just because it's a comfort of knowing every time I look out of the corner of my eye? A lot of people ask me, why do you use your peripheral so much? God gave us peripheral to see what is around us.
Did y'all get that? Are y'all
I'll
grabbing
say it
that?
again. God gave us peripheral to see what's around us. I never realized that until I got into marching band. I was in marching band. I played the clarinet and the bass clarinet. But we were always told, never turn your head, always use your peripheral. So always remember, whatever you have sitting around you is sometimes a comfort. It's in your comfort zone. So when you're sitting at your desk and you see something, but you see it out of your peripheral, you know you're safe. But if you clean it up, you can see further out of that peripheral vision, and you're seeing beyond what you're used to seeing. And it sometimes scares you because you're no longer seeing that barrier. That barrier has been removed. So now you're seeing more beyond of what you could be. You're seeing what you are and how further you can go.
I don't know what to say, Dr. LaShonda. Listen, we just heard it. Courtney said, our spiritual sister in here. She said, whoo, yes, indeed. Hey, Pastor Timmons, how you doing? Welcome to the Coffee Conversation with Sandy room. Yes, we're at the table. Listen, we've just had the queen of the clutter come through. Yes, Coach Takema, who has just blessed us. If you're listening now, you're listening to the replay, she's got this amazing book. Yes, they are on tour. So if you would like to pick up your copy of this amazing book, I did put it over in the chat. And listen, go ahead and grab your copy of this book. Yes, grab your copy and make clean living simple. Just simple. Click onto the link. Here it is. It's over in the chat. It is to pay him. Go ahead and pick up this book. All of our authors that have books on tonight, that's what they're doing. We do want you to pick up Dr. LaShonda's book. You can just simply go over to, Amazon. Look her up. I did also put her information in her website where you can find her online, pick up her book. Many individuals also indicated they bought the book. You definitely want to get her book project as well. And Coach Ann's book, we have in the chat over there on Facebook and also on YouTube. There's a jot form of any of Coach Ann's books. But listen, last tip. Let's see what else we got. Yes, great nuggets. Great nuggets. Awesome. Yes, indeed. Well, listen, I always ask the authors to come and give us one tip that they would like for us to remember in regard. What would you like for us to walk away with? I know you talked about the 3-way split.
The one thing that I would tell you to,
what would you like for us to?
The one thing that I would tell you to walk away with is always remember, if you buy 5 things, get rid of 5. If you buy 3 things, get rid of 3. The more you buy, the more you get rid of. And that's all that I have for you today, Coach Sandy. It was a blessing.
Oh my goodness, you blessed us. Listen, you all, I hear her. She does a business check-in room on Clubhouse. Once a week? Do you do it once a week, or are you kind of fill in?
I kind of fill in, so when I'm needed, I jump in.
Yeah.
But I come
when
in and I talk about it.
Yes,
when I come in, that's what I talk about. I talk about decluttering. So I just thank Dr. Nikki for giving me the platform to come in and really share my spirit that I have for decluttering and making sure that people have what they need to declutter their home.
Yes, Coach Valerie, she say, buy 5, buy 5. I love it. And yes, Dr. LaShonda, she said this was so good. And it was. Oh my goodness, Dr. LaShonda, you need to hear her teaching. I think I'm gonna bring you back.
Yes,
because as business women, you have a teaching that teaches us how to be mobile with our office. I want you. Yes, you would. You all would you all like to sit maybe like in a Zoom room kind of thing, or even here, because I want you all to be able to ask some questions, or we'll do a Q&A. Dr. Takema, Coach Takema, she's really busy, and so to get her to come in, she will show you how to be mobile with your mobile office. That's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
What all of the things that you need, because we're traveling women. Dr. LaShonda, you travel. So listen, and your assistant will definitely be able to get her tools and keep up of how to be effective at having a office, your mobile office. I really want you to come back.
Yes, ma'am, and I will.
Yeah, I think it will be amazing. Amazing. Yes, we want you to come back and help us, help some women. Yes, the ladies are saying yes, they need you to come back. So you all, we will look at by the summer. It may be a minute, but y'all don't let me forget. We're gonna bring Queen and follow her. You can follow her on all social medias. Takema, if you will, go ahead and put it over in the private chat how they can follow you. Put your link tree there. She is amazing. She can help you build your link trees. Just amazing. Just amazing. Okay. All right. Listen, I appreciate you, sis. She's also my spiritual sister.
I appreciate you too, Coach Sandy. I'll drop it in there for
This
you.
is a fun night. Hey, Dr. Patricia. Dr. Patricia's in the room with us. I'm all loud. Y'all, I'm really relaxed tonight. We're in our tour. We were sitting around. Yes. Yeah. Listen, Dr. LaShonda, yeah, your administrative assistant and scheduler would appreciate this training. Yes, definitely. I promise you, she will show you how to you're going from state to state, hopping on an airplane. You've been able to really pack where Dr. Nikki, you are her assistant.
Yes, I'm her personal assistant.
You are Dr.
Yes, I help her
personal
pack her
assistant.
things. Yep, and get her organized. I just love what I do. Organization is what I do, and I will be glad to come back.
Yes. Well, we're gonna have you back.
And I put
And
that
we're
in the
gonna
chat
make
for
it
you.
worth it. We want to have may do it on a webinar kind of thing. And yeah, I want us to be in a Zoom room setting so the ladies can talk. Or we can still do it this way where you'll get a link and you can come on and be on the stage with us and be able to let's talk about it, because we want to live better lives, effective lives, and so that we can be effective for others. That's what this tour is all about. It's a little different this time. Her voice, her story, her impact. I love you. Thank you so much. Yes, she's a reigning queen. You are Alabama. Listen, she representing. Yes, she is. I love you. All right.
Love
Thank
you too.
I know you got to listen. I know. You're busy. I'm throwing in some other stuff. Okay, there's your link tree. I am going to make sure I put this over in the chat, ladies, and I'm putting it over in the comments now. If you want to reach out to Takema, you can follow her on all social media platforms. And here is her link tree. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So listen, we've got one more author, and I'm telling you, tonight has been phenomenal. Oh man, listen, you need to definitely, go back and listen to the replay. I love it. We will even have the replays all through the month of April, because we've had a lot of content and a lot of great authors have come through. Listen, you all have been phenomenal. I will be back on Friday night. I've got a couple of other authors, not just a couple. Y'all let me turn around over here to my calendar. Okay. All right. And on Friday night, we have got a young lady right out of Greensboro, North Carolina, who is going to bless us with her book and her solo book project. Her name is Dawn. Y'all forgive me, I didn't write Dawn's last name, but look out for the flyer, okay? And of course, we're talking about Dr. Yolanda Davis is going to be in the room with us. She's got another project she wants to share with us. I love her book projects, anthologies. And of course, we have another young lady. If y'all remember, I had Vonda on, Commerger, who was on with us the other night, where her daughter has a book, and we just added her to the tour. And of course, next week, y'all know we've got on the calendar the phenomenal, Dr. LaShonda will be back, and she'll be back not only She's coming back, but she's bringing the amazing authors in her book project. So look out for the flyers. All of that will be happening on Thursday night. I jumped to Friday, but we will have Dr. Kenyatta Powers Rucker and the ladies in tech. Yeah, they'll be coming through on Thursday night. So we're busy this month. That's why I'm taking on of April, because I need a break. But you all need to hear them, not me. Well, listen, without further ado, I am going to be bringing on next the amazing, yes, I am bringing on this lady. I'm telling you, it's been a minute since I've been able to get her on. I am talking about Dr. Enola Pillard, DPC. She is a life coach. She's an author. She's a hair practitioner and motivational speaker. She is a woman of influence who uses her voice, her gifts, and her platform to empower others through encouragement, wisdom, and purpose. As an author and as a motivational speaker, she inspires transformation from the inside out, while also making an impact through her work as a life coach and hair practitioner. So we will hear from her adventure. We excited about her becoming a new advertiser here on Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. We're super excited. She's got some amazing information. She's always doing some things. She's got some things that she may be telling you about tonight. But yes, we're celebrating the amazing work that she is doing in business and in leadership and in service. Her presence is a powerful reminder that purpose can be lived out of many ways when passion is calling you to come together. At this time, I present to you Dr. Enola Pillard. Yes, and Dr. Enola, are you there? Let me just bring myself on. Oh, there we go. Let me see, where are you? I have to take myself off. Let's see which one. There you are. Okay, there you are. Let me see if I can bring you up a little bit more. There you go. Do me a favor and wipe your lens, because it's the lighting. While you're doing that, I'm going to play your infomercial. We're just technical. It happens. It happens. There we go. How you doing?
Good.
Good. You've been teaching class, you all. Oh, listen, and Dr. Nikki is saying hello. Dr. Wofford is saying greetings. Dr. LaShonda, who has been on, as well as Dr. Nikki Ziegler. She says, hello, beautiful. And yes, indeed, we're super excited to have you. Oh, my goodness. And so how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy to join tonight.
Yes, I'm happy to have you here as well. You've been up to a lot of things, and one of the things that you and I we have in common, and we'll talk about it more at the end, but I want our audience to really know the amazing work. You have been in many publications. You are currently in the Woman of Dignity with Dr. Renee Huffman. You're one of the top 50 women of 2026, the top 50 builders. Congratulations to that.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, indeed. And you'll be headed to Puerto Rico for the original hair loss convention. And that is your area of expertise. You're certified in that area of a technologist. And so I would like to start there. I'm going to yield back while I get one of your, you've got quite a few infomercials that we're putting together for you, but we want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. I want to make sure that we're all ears right now. Okay. We are all ears.
Well, this is a long time coming. I'm so excited to be on. I'm so excited to see some familiar faces that's on tonight. You know, it's always so wonderful when we can join together and hear from one another, what's going on, so we can support one another. And yes, I have a few things that's going on. And I've been in the waiting room. You know, I just came out of a season of being in the waiting room. And now it's time to come out and shine and be productive and fulfill the purpose that God has before me.
Yes. And as you mentioned, is that you said you've been in the waiting room. And really, we're with our pen and pads, Dr. Enola. We want to hear from you. You are a children's book author, and you also have the coloring book, which is I'd like for you to start there, and just whatever's on your heart. We value what you say, and so we're looking forward to what God has got on your heart for us. Tonight is all about impact. It's about your voice. It's about your story. And we are just excited to have you in the room with us. So I'm going to yield back and just let the Lord use you. And listen, we're excited. We've got some amazing projects that you're doing. Wherever you want to start, if you want to start with the coloring book, the children's book, or the books is the book. We want to know what's on your heart tonight.
It's on my heart with the books. Okay. Well, we'll start with the coloring book. I find that these days, we have to be self-motivated. It's great when you're amongst others to get motivated, but sometimes tests and trials try to catch us off guard. So we have to be rooted in the Word of God. And as a life coach, I was coming across some women that want to know the Word of God, but just don't know how to dive in. So God laid on my heart to look at the women of the Bible. They're our models, they're our examples. And I did the work for you. Well, I looked up 24 women in the Bible. In there, you'll find where they are and what's their story, and how can you compare their life to your life. How you can see how they were strengthened through tests and trials. And what's major is color therapy, looking for ways to wind down. As women, we know how to put out the trash, put a load of clothes to wash, help at home first, check emails. You know how to do a lot of things at the same time. So a lot of self-care. You will hear a lot about women with self-care. So just in another way of how to relax and unwind by color therapy. So that's where the book has came off. Look, every time I get a stock, I've been selling out. So I'm so grateful that I've been, being attentive to the time of God, of how to move, or what others need. Yes, there's so many things that's negative going on. There's so many distractions, but I thank God that He has given me a solution that I can put in someone's hands on how to relax, relate, and how to release. I also have the children's book. It's about sickle cell awareness. I've had the honor to walk with someone who has a daughter with sickle cell, and I couldn't just sit back. I got the attention to go into schools, to get in libraries, and I found where bringing up about sickle cell awareness, there were other illnesses other children had, but it struck up a conversation to so the community be more aware and see how we can help some of these organizations. So there is one with the little girl named Zoe Elise, and it's about a little girl that needed a mom. What I also found that there's grandparents, there's parents, their whole life is devoted to helping their child that has this illness. So I even wanted to put a spotlight on them to let them know that they matter, that someone is thinking of them. So in this book, it's about one wish. A lady that had one wish to have a daughter, and she was able to compel the little girl Zoe that if she had one wish to have her, she can have a wish to get better. And so this is such perfect timing because my friend that has a little daughter that has sickle cell, she needed a bone marrow. And guess what? She got her bone marrow. So I have another project that's coming up, and it's with Zoe. And actually, we're going to raise money to send money to her while she's in recovery from getting her bone marrow.
Wow, that is a
Yes.
blessing. Wow. Wow. I love it. I love it. I'm over here. I'm on the other side. over here helping and doing some sharing. That is a blessing. I love it. This is really, really good. I wanted to bring the book out again. So as you're using your platform, you have over 30 plus years as a master practitioner, business owner and author, and doing the children's book and the coloring book. I was looking for a picture, and the young ladies. What has it been like in writing this book? Where again, we hear your inspiration. So the little girl that is, she is still waiting for the bone marrow transplant.
She has it. She has it.
Oh, she has already had it.
Yes, she has a bone marrow, and it's been almost a year. It takes time to recover, and her and her mom since September they have been away. So it was on my heart to come up with something where we can raise money to send to help support that family, and we're gonna run with Zoe. And so since I've been so many, I was so grateful because with this, I feel so many others in the community wants to collab with me on this project to send money toward their families. So I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're excited too. I do have the coloring book that I want to show here. The women in the Bible. You're it's called the Proverbs 31 Woman and the Women in the Bible. It's a coloring book, and again, the reason for you wanting to do this book, what were you seeing that we as women needed? Taking the time to just sit and color. Tell us about that. What is your goal for when someone buys this particular book? We got it with the story of Zoe, and I think that Zoe's story is very inspiring for other little girls to see and to support. So I love that. But for us women, and we've seen coloring books, ladies, wouldn't you all agree? We've had individuals who have published, but what is the thing you would like for us to take away, even with purchasing the book? What is some of the things that you want us to do, to gather?
So, as I mentioned, to relax, relate, and release, to give different options of self-care. There's so many women, they have different things going on in their life in different seasons, but we must take time for self-care and to just wind down. So that's why I came up with that idea. And as I mentioned, we need things that's going to sharpen us to build our spiritual muscles. And being able to read about different women of the Bible, such as Sarah and Rhoda and Naomi and Deborah, we're able to be inspired to see how they were overcome. And also be inspired that there are strong women that are very brave and that are courageous. As well as in the Bible days today, there are women that are doing great things. And I thank you for this platform that we as women can come upon and to share. Every time you hear someone doing such great things, it makes you want to look back and think, what else you can do, or you can pat yourself on the back to know that you joined other forerunners as women that's doing great things, empowering the world.
Well, I am thankful for you. I am looking for, listen, you all, she is doing some phenomenal stuff over in Louisiana, for sure. And, you are an author. I want to bring up the coloring book. You've got several book projects, and, and of course, you're a publisher, and the books that you have been in, Nadia, our dear friend, late Nadia, you were in so many of her projects. And we've learned, we just had Coach Ann, who was talking about our how we handle grief. And it's been hard processing. Every now and then I'm shaking my head and I'm like, no, she's not here on this earth with us anymore. Dr. Enola, how has it been for you? You know, you were in her projects. You talked with her. She was like your coach as well. She would get under your feet and say, "Hey, get what you doing, Dr. Enola?" Me,
Yes.
she was like, "Miss Sandy." I love it. So come on, how have you been?
It's been hard. And this has been, honestly, this is one of those days that has been hard.
Yeah.
And I love her so much. You know, very seldom you come across this. It's a jewel, it's a treasure to have someone that's loyal, that's a friend, that's a sister. You know, some people love you for a season, but she was a keeper.
Yeah.
And it just, today is rough.
Yeah.
Today is rough. But I know that the work that God started with her, she would tell me to continue. She would tell me to continue. So
Yeah.
it's another reason. You know, sometimes we wonder what's our why. You know, we're asked why. What's your reason? And she's a reason that I must continue to press on. And she was a great model and example of a Proverbs 31 woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I will continue her legacy. But it's been pretty rough. Because
Yeah.
I'm like you. I cannot believe she's no longer here. But she have left a mark. She have blessed, she have inspired. And not only as an author, even in the beauty industry, she was also a hairstylist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And just left a major impact in all of our lives that were connected to her. Her work will forever speak. One of the things that I thought of is that she was very consistent and diligent about making sure women had a voice. Women had a voice. I'm still in my mind saying, Lord, give us a way that we can truly honor our friend. But one of the things with Nadia, she was no nonsense, but could she help you and give you the visibility? It wasn't about her shining, but it was about helping us to, walk out that time of writing and being writers and being a part of walking out that assignment in our life. And so like you said, we've got to continue with her legacy. What did she put in us that would make us draw from that? And it is the sisterhood.
Yes.
It is the sisterhood. You and I connected through Nadia. That's how we connected. And so we in the author world, those of you in the audience, we have felt this loss. No one will ever be able to fill that space. It is a void there. However, we will, continue to speak of her legacy, continue to talk of what impact. That is the woman that, yes, she had a voice. She has a story. I believe Dr. Enola, her story is it is continuing on. Even now, she is being spoken of even while she's not here on earth. And so we do say, pray for her son, pray for her sons, pray for her mother and her parents, and then the circle of individuals that will certainly miss her. But we will walk out our assignments as authors, as business women. And, obviously we want to make her proud because she will be so proud of you.
Yes, I know she would. I know she would.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, that is awesome. Well, you've got some things coming up. It is, I'm thanking you. You've been in the classroom all day, with your students. Tell us basically what is that? What does that look like? You're teaching students in the area of is it cosmetology or
yes,
barbering? What is that?
that's it's cosmetology.
Yeah.
And actually in the Ruth area, there's a big hair show this weekend. And
Uh-huh.
I have the privilege of teaching hair loss. You know, we have not only women, we have men, we have children that's dealing with hair loss. And becoming a trichologist in this area, there's only a few in this area. But I'm so grateful that I'll be able this weekend to share with many students and professionals on decoding hair solutions.
That
Yes,
is
so I'm excited
awesome.
about that.
I know you are. I want to see if I can pull up that video. Is this yeah, this is the one. Listen, y'all hang tight. We're going to show a little bit of this. And yes, this woman of God, we're gonna look at this clip, and I know it's another one through there too. But yes, we're going to she'll be in it's gonna be happening in Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana, yes.
Baton Rouge be doing some stuff over there. Do listen, not far from Louisiana, New Orleans. But
every door I've been knocking, I know He will open, and every prayer I've been praying, I know
so Dr.
He will
Enola
answer
will be
every
in
dream I've been dreaming, I know every door I've been knocking, I know.
Through the 23rd, you will be. There's another one I want to also show. Yeah, you're going to, y'all can just follow her. Also, gonna put her link over in the chat. I really just wanted you to come and sit at the table. Let us hear from you, the wisdom that you got going on and how God is just blessing you. So we're excited to have you on the tour with us. I'm super excited. You've got a conference coming up. You want to tell us about that?
Yes, I have a conference. And guess what? This is my very first conference.
Super excited. You wouldn't tell, you couldn't tell that she's at an expert here. So, but yes, you got a project coming up. You want to come on and tell us about it?
Yes, this is my first event. It's called Woman to Woman. I am the proof. And I'm so excited about it. I feel that's something that we won't get from Sunday morning service, a Bible study.
Ooh, that's
Women,
good.
we need to get together and have conversations about being single, having health issues, and yes, there's many tests and trials, but we need to get together and talk about things we've conquered. And that's why I named it I Am the Proof, because we are the proof of how to conquer and how to overcome. And there's many other future professionals of those that coming up that they need to sit at the feet of wisdom to get some wisdom keys. I've lost my spiritual mom, and it's so much that she input in me that I want to pass the baton down. And I want an opportunity to share how important it is to support one another,
Yeah.
how it's okay to laugh. Like at this event, I'm gonna have a comedian there, someone coming to play the saxophone, uh, a nurse coming to talk about healthcare, exercise. So it's so many different things, avenues. They're gonna laugh, they're gonna cry, we're gonna pray, we're gonna motivate, we're gonna be encouraged, we're gonna create. So this is just a day of the girls hanging out. They have girls trips, but this time we're just gonna hang out. We're gonna let our hair down, and we're gonna be empowered, and we're gonna start a movement. And I'm excited that this is my first event. I've supported others, and this is the time that I've had people that I look up to that tell me, "Look, it's time for you to spread your wings. It's time for you to fly." So
Yeah.
it's time.
It is like she's not doing enough, right, y'all? But listen, I love it. I'm going to be putting in your website is there, Ashanti's Enterprise. .com. I am the proof 2026. Save the date in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I believe you're going to be having it. Is that right? Is it
No,
going to be?
this one is in Lafayette, Louisiana.
And this is in Lafayette. And so save the date. Follow Dr. Enola on Facebook. Listen, if you can't be there, go to the job forum. Let's see, can you sponsor a young lady to go?
Yeah.
Listen, there's some young ladies that she's a giver in the community. So someone can just say, come on, we want to be able to put somebody in a seat. So let us know about that. We've got the job form there, her flyer. We'll be putting that over in the chat, and we'll be putting up her information all throughout. Okay. We've got the whole month, rest of the month going. The event is not until April, so we definitely want to see how we can support you. Congratulations, you're stepping out. Listen, it takes faith to do a conference, and many of the ladies in the audience may have already have done a conference before themselves, and so they know what it's like. So we're here to support and pray for you. And definitely, we thank you for being a support of Coffee Conversation. I did find this upcoming thing. We want to play it because we want to make sure that everybody knows. Listen, yes, this is coming through. And I want to make sure that everyone listen. This is the event that's coming up this weekend. And all the attendees, I see y'all over there. Listen, I'll be back over in the chat in just a minute. I'm navigating over here. And there we go. There we go. Yes. Okay. All three types of people in the world. One that wants things to happen, one that watches things happen, and the one that makes things happen. So you definitely want to be in the room. Listen, what's happening in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Got all types of top-tier educators ready to help succeed in 2026. All right? And beyond. Get your tickets. Go to www.sportyearsummit.com. Sport Year Summit, you want to explain the head on Baton Rouge. This is all right? And there is our amazing guest, Dr. Enola. Yes, we're going to be in the room. This is amazing. Yes, indeed. So I wanted to make sure to share that. Well, we're going to follow you on your social media platform. Again, Dr. Enola is a life coach. She's an author, hair practitioner, and motivational speaker. Multi-time and #1 award-winning author out of Lafayette, Louisiana. She's got some amazing things going on. But listen, if you want to get the coloring book, or you want to even get the book of Zoe, the little girl, yes, you can just simply follow. I believe it's on your website. Is it on LaShonda?
Yes, yes, it's on my website. Yes.
Right. Awesome. I want to make sure that we do that. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Y'all, this is good. We've had a great night tonight.
And I have some other exciting news.
Come on, talk to me.
I just completed a training to be a hairstylist on TV, movies, and film.
Listen, come on, y'all, give it up. Let's give it up and repeat that one more time. You are a hairstylist where?
On TV, movies, and film.
TV, movies, and films. Oh my goodness. Dr. LaShonda, she says, thank you, Dr. Pillard. I see, Dr. Jackson, she's saying, hashtag elevate. Seasons, shifting seasons. Yes, she said, call me CEO. Yes, she did. Oh my goodness. Love the heart shifting season. Oh my goodness. Cheryl says, congratulations. Dr. Dr. LaShonda, she was saying congratulations. All of the ladies, they've been hanging out with me for about 3 weeks. They've been hanging out with me 3 weeks. They're giving you congratulations and kudos and all of that. Y'all come on and follow the woman of God. Make sure you do that. I'm going to put it over in the chat. And there is her website. I need to get yours. I'm going to put yours up to Dr. LaShonda. I know I had it up here earlier. We want to make sure we get that over in the chat as well. So as we're wrapping this up, again, we've got the conference. You got a lot of stuff going on. You've got the hairdressing and movies that you're a hairdresser now. For those that are in the film industry, we're super excited to be connected. Thank you for finding value in Coffee Conversation and what we do. We're definitely will be sharing and spreading the word. Any last words to us while I get some other information over here?
So I would like to say to the ladies to continue to soar, continue to be a beacon of light, continue to be obedient. Don't try to skip the process. Stick in the process. Sit on the potter's wheel. Allow God to shape and mold us. As I mentioned, I just got out of the waiting room and now I'm ready to see, fully loaded, ready to see what's on the other side. And I not only want to visit, I want to get on when others are on, just to see the great things that women are doing in this season. And I believe this is our year, it's our turn. Uh, I can't wait till the next time to let you know to stay tuned because I will be having my own anthology project for the first time.
I love it. Long time coming.
Yes. So you all stay tuned. I'll have the information on my social media, on my website, in case if you're interested in a part of this anthology project. So look, this is the new year. This is the new year, and it's moving in the spirit. So I know it's not only me. I know you all can feel the same. You feel the shift. You know, we allow God to do what He had to do with us. Now we got to move forward and walk into it.
That
So,
is so
so
true.
great for you all that tuned in on tonight. It's so wonderful to spend some time with you this evening.
Yes, indeed. We're excited and so thankful for you to taking out your time. All of the ladies. Oh man, listen, Dr. Enola, Dr. LaShonda, she says, thank you and continue blessings to you and you soar to other dimensions. She says, move in obedience. Listen, you came in here talking about you been in a close in. I call it the shut in, but what did you call it?
The waiting room.
A waiting, y'all. She been in the waiting room. She been in the waiting room. Yes, indeed. And we're getting some are touching and agreeing and believing God for the great things that you are going to be doing. Loving this, the obedience. I'm telling you, this has been really good, you all. I just don't know. I'm just I'm like this, Dr. Nola, but. And what it is because God, when he put in me the thought and the idea of her voice, her story, her impact, every author that has come through has just, even tonight, I want to focus on tonight, leading off with Dr. LaShonda, who is in our audience. She was our first speaker on tonight. Yes, and her book that we talked about, and her talking about the most important thing of being obedient, hearing God's voice, and just knowing that how important it is for us to hear the voice of the Lord. And when he told her, you have to go back and listen to it, when he told her to, as they say, to shut it down, and just knowing that God knew that she was going to be obedient. And, he asked her that. And so tonight has just been phenomenal. We had Coach Ann to come through and help us in our journey of loss, our journey of grief, and just profound. And then Takema comes along and helping us get ourselves together of why our mind and how things clutter in our life, and helping us get organized, because we got things to do. We got things to do. We do. And then you come in tonight to just help us to know we've got work to do. As I said, we got to keep it moving and keep soaring and believing God. So we're looking forward to your anthology book project. We're looking forward to all that you're doing, as we'll be sharing out all of the great things that you and your organization and your books, your businesses, and all what you're doing. We send blessings to you of what's happening this coming weekend, and we know it is going to be phenomenal. Yes, it is. Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be great. Well, we're about to wrap it up. I do want to do a big shout out for this amazing conference list, and y'all can put it on your list if you can make it. It is, if it's coming up here, and then we'll be ending. All right. I'm going to be sharing my screen, and we're going to wrap it up. Thank y'all for hanging out. It has been fire. Yes, it has been. I'm gonna call her coach, doctor, evangelist, and and she's been my moderator. Valerie, listen, you've been hanging out here and moderating for me. You've been hanging in here. Listen, you've been amazing. The fire, the energy, the excitement. You all listen. And forgive me if I missed your name, LaDavia, thank you for coming through. Ruth is, yes, she's going to be speaking. She was referred to us by Sheila Farr. She is an author. She's going to be coming through on the last night. Listen, if you want to come back and hang out with us on our closing night, it is going to be phenomenal. And so we're planning. And so we want to be able to, good night. Yes, ma'am. And blessings to you as well. Yes, ma'am. I know. Get some rest. Do indeed. And so, yeah, so we're just look for all of the announcements, everybody. All right. Well, listen, I'm putting in the chat. There it is, the phenomenal Dr. Nikki Ziegler. And we're talking about the Her Code that is happening in Atlanta, the Her Code experience. It is going to be fire. Yes, it is. And so from the dates of August the 13th through the 15th, and we maybe staying an extra day, the 16th, but tons of information, tons of things will be happening. We have the signature of Pink Fire Brunch that is going to be happening. The speakers, you'll see the speakers if you follow any of us on social media. If you're following me, you'll see I'll be dropping the graphics. This is the amazing team that surrounds her. We're talking about Dr. Josephine Harris that you'll see over there. You may see her, yes, over there with the purple and the red hair. I love it. Then we got Dr. Patricia right behind her, Dr. Angela House, yes, our executive vice president of, then we have our vice president of administration, which is Dr. Margie Stupard, also there on the leopard outfit as well. But we're just congratulating the Herpreneur Network International presenting, our annual business conference. This is a business conference. It is for women that are in business and in ministry. Do join us. You'll be hearing more about that. I'll be putting in the link. Come on and meet us. There's some amazing things that will be happening in Atlanta. If you are even looking to be a speaker, we're looking for headline speakers. We're looking for panel speakers and workshop speakers. So listen, if you're looking for some speaking opportunities, go ahead follow the link. And we will, your information, Dr. Nikki is holding those interviews. And we would love to see you come across those stages. And so as we're about to wrap it up here, I want to thank our amazing guests on tonight. And yes, our amazing guest that we have is Dr. LaShonda Wofford, who is also one of our sponsors. And yes, she came on through tonight. You'll see her along with the other authors that will be coming on the 24th. I do want to thank Coach Ann McCurran, who came through and blessed us. Then, of course, we have Coach Takema Rogers, who blessed us on tonight about our organizing, and our last guest, Dr. Enola Pillard. We have had an amazing night on tonight. As Coach Ann says, fully loaded. I want to thank our guests in the audience. Yes, you. It has been phenomenal. I appreciate your time, yet you could have been anywhere else, but you came in here and hung out with me on tonight. So listen, I appreciate you. You are amazing. We're gonna play ourselves a pop song, okay? And we're excited. We're so thankful. I am Dr. Sandy Sanders. It is my honor and my pleasure to always welcome you to Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy, where we host authors, anthology book projects, and most of all, I say that it is for you. Why do I say that? Because you just might be looking for a good book to read. Yes, come on, meet me here again Thursday night where we will have the phenomenal new Dr. Kenyatta. She's been wearing the doctor. She's been needing that title for a while. It's been all on her. But Dr. Kenyatta Powers-Rucker, as you know, we know her as the Lady in Tech. So listen, you all take care. Know that I love you. God bless. Coach Ann, I see you over there. Come on to the stage and we're going to tell them goodbye. Okay, come on, girl. Yes, and we tell them goodbye. Thank you for hanging out with me.
You're welcome. Goodbye. Good night, everybody. Have a blessed night.
Yes, good night. And we bless God for you. I appreciate you.